Hey everybody, it's Jim here, and today it's going to be a quick video. I'm just going to be answering one of my friends and a viewer's question, Raphael. He wanted to know, any tips for getting over kind of the stage fright if you're not comfortable with your singing voice, how to just get yourself to go up there and start doing it? Well, Raph, I know that you initially addressed that question to my wife, who is mainly a singer, and to Dave, who is mainly a singer, but many years ago, first I started as a drummer, and the reason I started to play guitar in the first place was because I didn't like the music that was being played in the band that I was in. I thought it was too poppy. I wanted to be a little bit more aggressive and edgy and stuff like that, you know, teenager kind of shit, right? So I learned how to play guitar, and I formed my own band, but there was one problem. I think you see where I'm going with this. There was no singer. Now, prior to this, I think I had sung backup on 2 or 3 songs, and I'm talking just oohs and ahas for the band I was in while I was playing drums. And I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna make it work, whatever. I don't really care. How bad could it really be? And at the time, you gotta keep in mind, when you're 17, 18 years old, a lot of people are just kind of finding their footing with whatever they're doing, whether it's bass guitar, piano, singing, doesn't really make a difference. But I saw so many bad singers go up with a ton of confidence that it kind of gave me this false confidence of, this guy's terrible and he can go up there and he has, no worries about it. He's able to do it. Why can't I do it? So I didn't actually practice much, and when we would have band practice, I would purposely have the PA turned down. Now, this was a gigantic mistake, but I would have the PA turned down so you could kind of hear that I was relatively close to pitch a lot of the time, and I would kind of hold notes a little bit longer and phrases just so it didn't kind of make major mistakes and stuff like that within the songs. And when it came to playing live, I think I did okay. I was never a great singer, and there would be venues where I couldn't do the same trick because I would be using a gigantic PA. I played a place called Saratoga Winters, and I've mentioned that place before. It burnt down. It was a very big venue, and a lot of bands would come in there. It was really big. I think the ceilings were like 100 feet high. That's probably way off, but they were really tall, right? So it was kind of intimidating. There was a second story where people could stand on the rafters and all that and watch and look down. And this PA system, I couldn't turn it down. I had no control over it. It went straight to front of our house. So my method of coping with this was to back off the mic. And that became my strategy. I was always told, and the guy would just, kind of be pushing me up a little bit, and I'd be getting a little bit further away and a little bit further away, a little bit further away, as he would be trying to make up for it. I'm sure I drove a few people crazy with that. And I ended up kind of not singing anymore a little bit after high school ended, and that band stopped. That was the last time that I was the lead singer of the band. And part of the reason that I stopped singing, I don't know. When I could play drums, if I made a mistake, I would get really mad if somebody pointed it out to me afterwards. And I knew I was a decent drummer at the time. At the time, I really was. And I remember after one gig, a buddy made a reference to me, like just literally a harmless joke about how I dropped my stick in the middle of a song, but I got it back really quick. And he's just like, don't think I didn't know that you screwed up. And I got pretty mad. I was just like, well, you go play drums. Because that's the kind of attitude I had. I wasn't very good at taking criticism. Now, I'm going to tie this back into singing because my parents have always been really supportive of me. But anytime I've sung, they've made comments like that. Anytime I've actually tried, and my fragile little ego is just like, nah, you know what? No, I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested in being criticized for this and the guitar. I feel like I could get better, but I don't know. I never had the confidence to keep going with it. So I guess the moral of this story is don't take anything too harshly. If somebody is a friend or a family and they're poking fun at you a little bit, it's one thing to be, kind of taking jabs here and there. It's another thing to just be a dick. If somebody's being a dick, just ignore that person. But the only way that you're going to be able to go up and do this is to go up and to do it. And the best way to ensure that you're going to do the best at it is to practice, and practice for real. Don't do what I did. Don't turn the PA down. You want to hear it. Yeah, it's going to be awkward. Yeah, maybe your bandmates are going to look at you weird. Maybe if you're playing and there's other people near you, if you're in a flat situation, they're going to hear it's going to be weird. Would you rather make them uncomfortable Or would you rather go on stage and totally suck because you didn't prepare yourself correctly to begin with? Seems like a no-brainer to me. And just remember, the more effort and the more time you spend practicing and doing things the right way, the better you're eventually going to be. So, my advice is just get up there, start practicing the right way, just go do it. You're only going to improve over time. I mean, if you suck in front of a small amount of people at a few gigs, who really cares? You're not going to be, known in infamy for something like that. You'd have to do something really egregious. You'd have to say something much worse on the microphone as far as, a controversial opinion or something like that to go down in infamy rather than just having a bad gig. I mean, everybody's been to a bad gig. Everybody's had a bad gig. So don't be afraid. Get up there. I can't wait to hear your results. That's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoy the content on this channel, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for another guitar-related video. Take it easy, you guys.